the Batrunner pick up the Clockwork, denying the off lane of Empire, and then a similar situation, he pick out the Visage first, denying the support of Empire as well. So Navi, I mean, Puppey is definitely afraid of letting Empire gain their core heroes, and he's trying to do his best to try to counter pick and make the best out of the situation. But right now, it is possible to pick up the Spectre, but it is a life stealer right now, and we may see some pretty early intense team fights at this pace.
Yeah, man. Please. I cast a whole lot of Chinese Dota, like tier 2 Chinese Dota teams today. So I'm happy for some high level of aggression.
Whoa. What are you trying to imply here?
I would actually try to imply that it was a very passive early game, but once we hit the 10-minute mark, it was great. It was fantastic.
Everyone's setting a middle lane?
No, well, there was a lot of 5-man at one point. But it wasn't just standing. They were in fact engaging, so...
okay.
Yeah, I realized I'm actually countering my own point, saying I want to have team fights and action heroes, but I actually already had that today from exactly the thing I was trying to mock, but obviously failed my own mocking. Puppey, give me a hero. Let's move on from this.
And he should be picking up Dendy's here right now, because I don't think he wants to reveal what the hard carry wants to do, what her boss is capable of doing. And especially Empire's already picked up the mid hero, so he knows there's what he's up against, and he can easily pick around it. So Reaver, okay, just kidding.
He shows it instead. But then again, at the same time, Dendy has played Weaver in the solo mid before, so I'm not gonna write it off. Up against a Storm Spirit, obviously not the best matchup.
Weaver versus Storm Spirit. Yeah, I mean, I'm personally not a fan of that matchup because a very low health pool, and then once you hit level 6, it's very susceptible to ganks.
10 seconds remaining.
Mag. Darkseer will finally appear.
Navi's turn to
banned out in our first game of the night for the TKO. That was been against Funnick. In this case, though, Team Empire will take it towards the off lane. But this gives us lifesteal of Dazzle, Storm Spirit, as well as Darkseer. So, gambling man-wise or option-wise as far as Team Empire goes, they could even run aggressive trial lane with both the lifestealer as well as the Dazzle down here. Dangerous up against an AA and a Visage combination. But it's a lot better than trying to put a Darkseer down there on the bottom lane. Surge on no Surge, you're going to take a lot of damage from the Weaver with the AA buff up, and then the initial damage from Visage and AA will be enough to make sure Weaver can finish the job.
Yeah, I mean, this Darkseer is gonna pretty much feed if he's going 3 versus 1 bottom, because he'll get chased down and there's a lot of damage from the Ancient Apparition buff. So I don't see Team Empire doing too well with this offlane Darkseer. And the Clockwork, meanwhile, he's gonna be very good against his Dazzle Lifestealer. It's very difficult to kill this sneaky Clockwork unless there's some sort of Rubik lift where you lift him outside his cogs. Then you can actually try to kill him. So, but right now, it is Navi's pick. And they ban out Crystal Maiden just to support, so oh my goodness. What is this? This is a Dendy Ancient Apparition mid?
I would say Dendy Lion mid.
Lion or Ancient Apparition? Oh, I don't know. It's a toss-up, honestly.
It's gonna be Puppey AA, Kuro with a Visage. Lion then goes in towards the middle lane, being played up by Dendy. So look for your Agate Interceptor early on as well. And then we have Weaver and the Clockwork. So Clockwork, you can run a defensive lane with Clockwork, so you have Clock up against, even if it's an aggressive tri lane, Clock just sits back for a bit. But Weaver, AA, and Visage try and kill off whoever's up on that top lane. If they catch Darkseer up there, they'll kill him off. If it's tri lane versus tri lane, I still think Navi will be happy with that. They could try and just go defensively, but I'm just worried about Clockwork on the top lane.
Clockwork, yeah. I mean, Rubik Disruptor. Okay, the Disruptor works as well. It's about getting the Clockwork back and not letting him escape. I mean, this is
like Rubik with that one too.
Yeah, the Rubik or Disruptor both are very good heroes, but the Disruptor is also better in this scenario because there's a Reaver, there's a Lion, there's a lot of cast spell casters, and they're quite squishy. And a Static Storm does a lot of damage, especially if they're vacuumed inside and cannot escape of the kinetic field. So maybe that's sort of a wombo combo that'll win them the game if they do land it, but it is pretty difficult to do.
Yeah. Bad. I was right, 100% right for Navi as far as their picks go. I still want to see where the lanes end up. Do we try and go for dodges? Do we try and look for dual lanes? Do we...
10
What
seconds
is
remaining.
the end result here? Team Empire, no matter how they do this will be a 3-man
5
lane.
seconds remaining.
This will be Vent score, always on the fly, as well as our lives all together in one lane. There's no doubt about that at all.
Yeah, indeed. But right now, it is a Dendy alignment like you proposed. So I can foresee this working, but I can also foresee this completely backfiring Navi. Because if this line gets off a good start, he'll get the early level 6, beat the Storm to level 6, and then he'll impale into Finger, and Resolution will simply melt. And then ever since then, Dendy can easily +1 can gank the Storm Spirit. But the vice versa can also happen. If the Dendy ends up being underleveled and Storm Spirit hits 6, and then Disruptor Dazzle tries to gank mid, Lion's just gonna fall down. It's a very squishy hero with very low movement speed and health pool. So that's that. So it is going to be the toss-up into who plays better in this middle lane. And that's going to be a big deal, because whoever mid lane snowball is going to be sort of a decider of the mid-game pace.
That means you need a very good start to get that man. And we'll see if they can do it. In the meantime, while you're waiting until we have ourselves a pause, I want to give a big greeting to everyone inside of Dota TV who's currently watching there or watching here right here on the MLG TV live stream. So if you do want to support the tournaments and everything MLG does do, please jump yourself over into the Dota 2 store and buy the ticket. Even if you're not going to watch through Dota TV, please help support the tournaments as well as everything MLG does for the American scene. Of course, we know Anaheim is coming up, and that's going to be an absolutely amazing event as well. So keep your eyes peeled for all of that kind of jazz. Some really great things happening in the Dota 2 scene, because MLG making sure US is keeping up with the rest of the world. Even though technically I could say sneaking US is ahead of the world because they have the international every time.
I guess you can say that, but outside of that, what do we really have, Toby?
There's nothing of importance.
Come on, DreamHack. I mean, all the tournaments are either in Europe or G League in China, Ace. I mean, in comparison, US scene is pretty small, I would say. Especially, look at how many US teams there are, Toby. How many can you name?
I would actually ask the question, how many can we name that don't have European players in them?
You actually can't, I don't think.
You can't. It was actually something too, because I know a lot of people, and I actually may as well address this publicly on the live stream while we've got a bit of a moment. A lot of people were asking why we weren't streaming MLG matches in the US time zone, and we tried. We actually tried. But the teams, all the top US teams, will not play after 2 a.m. in the morning CET, because they've got European players. So you got Koifa for Team Liquid. Speed Gaming have 3 European players. And then who else have we actually got? EG have a European player.
Zai is from Sweden,
Yep.
so...
And then we've got eHug, who actually have a team house over in America.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the only pure US lineup there is.
Yeah.
But then again, that I've heard rumors that team is sort of falling apart, so I'm not sure what's going to happen in that. But let's focus on our game right now, Toby.
Let's not talk about those kind of rumors, man. It's horrible rumors. We don't need those kind of rumors. Yeah, but let's look at our game. So Resolution will head towards the mid lane. It'll be the Storm Spirit for that one, and we have an aggro. Wait. We have an uncertain bottom lane. I say aggro try, but I saw both Silent as well as Mag as the Lifestealer and Darkseer respectively heading to the bottom lane. And it looks like just a quick movement down to do some, warding or something?
Yeah, I think they're just scouting, because look at Silence items. Those are farming items. You don't go aggressive with those items. And certainly, Disruptor's walking top lane as well. Unless you're predicting this sort of dual lane situation coming out from Navi and just completely outmaneuvering them altogether. And looks like that is the case.
Yeah. They leave Disruptor up on the top lane for the start. If it's going to be a full aggro try, then they can shift the heroes from the bottom lane up towards the top, or they just push Mag up. Either way, I think Empire just want to keep their options open. Can they get away with the dual lane? If the answer is yes, they'll do it.
I really like what is Mag doing right now. He's showing himself bottom rune, and with his items, it looks like an offlaner. But in reality, he's actually gonna be heading up the top lane, and he's not gonna wait for the rune to spawn. He just was hoping that the Navi to see a Navi support if they were bottom now to confirm this trialing scenario. But looks like rune is spawning. It's gonna be invisibility bottom. So Clockwork is gonna he shouldn't be able to fall to this Dazzle Lifestealer dual lane despite this Lifestealer, and he's gonna scout it out. So Navi are completely aware of what's going on, and they're making their rotations already. I'm liking. Oh, actually, are they?
Kuro just went back down towards Puppey just to come in close, but that seemed to be it. They're gonna hold their tri lane up on top.
Yeah, but middle lane right now. Oh man, if Dendi does not see this, okay, his team is picking it out.
That's a fun way for Funnick to start. Cog block up the creep wave. So Silent just starts attacking straight away. But Funnick's gonna have himself an interesting time on this bottom lane.
Yeah, he's gonna have a pretty rough time with the Lifestealer being able to farm up early boots and Orb of Venom. Like, Funnick can really never stay close to these creep waves.
He can't even get a kill. Like you hope to get like 2 points battery assault and hold Silent inside the cogs. It's not going to be enough damage to kill off Silent to start with. And Vanscore, he goes Poison Touch to start with, so he's going to zone Funnick out of this lane. But at level 2, Shallow Grave then arise from Vanscore. And that'll be more than enough to get Silent up to level 6, and then there is, again, still no way to get yourself a kill from this. So Navi need to do something about rotations.
Yeah, and Puppey is making a rotation already. This is what I'm looking forward to. And there is 2 spell from Denny, so Resolution can easily fall down if he, he knows what's going on. He backs up.
This is almost just like Puppey moving into the middle lane. That still buys the space for Denny a little bit, but Resolution's okay with this. He's keeping up with the CS.
Yeah, that he is. And right now, the mid lane is pretty even, but then he's tanking these creep waves, and he's gonna hit level 30.
He's using his staff anyway, so he thought he may as well, and keep it out of range of the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, just get those a little bit more lasted. But it's really even mid lane. The regen is head-to-head, except Resolution's up a little bit. But Denny's got slightly more denies, but bottom rune illusion, and we're seeing a rotation from Puppey realizing that this top lane it's a lost cause. I mean, this Darkseer Iron Shell is going to keep pushing out the lane, and then the Disruptor is going to be pulling, and then there's not much he can do about it. And oh, Kuroki, is he? Yeah, he's going to be fine. Mag is not going to be able to chase us down. Or is it? Or Storm is rotating. Or they're committing.
There's no level of glimpse, and Resolution doesn't have a jump, so they can't chase after. Like, they're wasting time right now.
Yeah, they definitely are, and Kuroki realizes that and just turns back around, just hits him a couple times casually. But right now, I'm liking what Navi...
Silent. He's going to go here on Puppey. A little bit of support trying to come around corner, but Puppey runs down. There's still a couple of illusions. He's trying to use his illusions to body block out Silent, and then Funnick in he comes too. He's got himself back. He's got himself cogs. He's looking at Vanscore. In fact, Puppey just keeps turning around to hit him, and first blood goes to Clockwork. Silent will get a revenge right now, but he'll have to tank up the battery assault for a little bit. He'll be okay with that, but first blood goes the way of Navi.
Yeah, I'm liking Navi's chances right now, especially with the fact that they got first blood in that trade scenario, which looked like it was just gonna be an easy first blood for Empire. And I mean, both Havas and Lifesteal are farming up, but the thing is, I think Havas will be able to make use of this farm much better than this Lifesteal. I feel this Lifesteal is going to get kited a little bit too much by this Clockwork mid game, and with the Lion available as well, there are going to be a lot of disables coming out.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, man. I'm still waiting for this level 6 to arrive in mid. Because once Denny's got that, we had Finger of Death towards the lineup. Like, that Storm Spirit, doesn't matter if he's got ulti or not. You get the Hex off initially, and you'll know you'll be able to get that Finger of Death off right, too. So now, second point Hex, going to go in for the stun. Chilling Touch pass up, so they got a little bit more time to do some right-click damage. There is support coming in from Always Wanna Fly, but Resolution, one more attack. The Cold Feet was able to actually hit, which held him there long enough. Now, Denny, too far up. He walked up towards the high ground into Vanscore as well as Always Wanna Fly. So ends up throwing away his advantage. A quick glimpse trying to pull Puppey back. Thunderstrike is there, but there's no mana use it. So Funnick will be able to survive in the middle lane, and yeah, Funnick is on the way in. He's looking for a battery assault into Cog's attack.
Oh, Resolution.
He's gonna give her a shot. It's 3 levels up in battery assault. He's got the 3 points up in the rocket too, but there's too much support coming in. Vanscore doesn't really have enough mana for anything else, but Funnick, he'll tick out. Then he comes back in towards his middle lane, and Always Wanna Fly. He is nice and low, and Kuro, a quick soul assumption. He's got that kill. There she flies, and there he flies.
A very good return kill, but Funnick does sacrifice his life, and during all that, he's getting experience
Mag
from
may
bottom
sacrifice
lane.
his own life as well. Havor's going to commit to this one. Surge away, there's 2 points up in it. Havor does have Shikuchi, and with the bug on top of Mag, he was really considering diving underneath the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, if Havas was level 6, he would have definitely done it. He would time-lapse back after the dive, but he doesn't have much regen, and he's low on mana, so... And on top of that, he's not level 6, so there's no reason for him to lose all his regen just for a possible kill. And right now, they're pretty even in the farm department, and Funix is pretty close to level 6, so this level 6 is going to be pretty big, because... It's going to be able to gank a middle lane very easily with a hook shot into a stun and finger of death. But speaking of the finger of death, it is online already, and Resolution is very scared of that already.
Well, rightly so. You saw how fast he was dropping in light points before, and that was just with a chilling touch buff up. So we go with a Hex, follow-up stun. Kuro took a little bit of extra damage there, and they're going to glimpse Danny back in again. They're just going to fight Resolution. The pull back Danny, can he get the finger of death off? He puts it always want to fly, but the shallow grave. It keeps always want to fly alive. The body blocking from Resolution, slowing Kuro down just enough for another quick jump into an attack. A quick self by Kuro, thought maybe for a moment he could survive, but will not be lucky enough. And then on bottom lane, Funnick and Silent battling it out. He's already used his hook shot. He's got Cogs available, and Poppy's rotating up the river. There's an illusion room which he can take out very quickly, but can't bring down Silent. Cold feet to start with, uses the illusion room to try and block up the movement there of Silent, who then gets pushed up on top of the hill.
Oh my
Someone give
goodness.
this man a TP. Can Poppy it? He can finish. No, he can't finish the job.
Yeah, he's lacking vision, he's right now. And damage, of course.
Courier's going to bring TP, as well as the rest of the hand of Midas.
But the thing is, look at his mana. He's going to be there forever and a day.
Well, it's true, because he can't, like, there's no clarity coming on the Courier.
He might just die, because Funnick is coming back for revenge.
Yeah, cold feet. Courier comes in, delivers the hand of Midas at least, but Silent. Poppy will take it. That's, I say caught between a rock and a hard place, but he was caught on top of the rock, so it's not between anything.
Yeah. I mean, and he did complete Hand Midas, however, and Reaver does not have a Hand Midas. He opted to go for Treads. So that is a plus side for Empire right now. That they do have a Midas counter 1, Midas counter 0 for Navi.
Radiant's top tower is under
Is
attack.
Dandy what I think he's going? Like, is it a casual null? Or
It is a casual null, Toby. There's no way.
There's no way?
There's no way.
Okay. Just need to know the fact there was no way that he'll be doing that.
Yeah, because he definitely needs mobility items this game. If he gets glimpsed, and then if he doesn't force staff or try to escape before the kinetic build.
Not going to jump on Funnick right now with a quick heal. They've got him. That's a very, very quick execution.
Yeah, and there's not much Navi support's gonna do. Visage and AA, like they can only watch you die. There's not much support they can give you. But right now, the offlaners, in comparison to farm, or I would say, Mag's having much easier time with the Iron Shell, and Clockwork does have 2 deaths to his name, but he can gank. That's something that Mag can't do right now. But Lion is looking for him top lane. It's already gone. So it's going to be a fail gank situation, and then he's wasting his time. But Resolution in all this is farming, and he's pretty underfarmed as well, considering it's only 8 minutes and he only has treads. But I understand, because he did get camped middle for a little bit, but right now we might see a kill actually.
Yeah, Funnick's going to jump in on this mid lane with a hook shot. Dane's going to give him the extra vision. There's your done. It's 100% line. In fact, he goes in for Benscore. The Cogs, in fact, will hold Benscore in position. Resolution's still enabled, but Finger of Death's off cooldown, so he's also got to be very careful. One more stun from Dendy and Resolution is dead.
Yeah, and Dazzle's just like that, sacrificed himself at bottom lane right now. Visage is in some deep trouble.
Yeah, with the wall holding him there, the AOD is going to come in. He just throws out one last Soul Assumption to the world.
Oh.
Are they going to go in? Storm Spirit jumping on middle. Dragging Dendy back at the moment. A quick
Fingers
Hex.
online,
He doesn't
Finger.
have stun though, but the wall going down. Mag's right behind him. He needs to just throw the Finger out. Is he going to go for a second? He goes for the Finger on Resolution. I wasn't 100% sure if that was going to be enough damage or not. But that makes the death worthwhile.
Yeah, I mean, Resolution should have been aware of that health threshold is 450, and he had 3 stick charges and 8 shreds that he could have swapped, which would have helped him survive, and he didn't. So he got a little bit greedy there, and he definitely paid for it. So good upside for Dendy, trading a kill for a death.
He got it out first too when it was on the supporter of the experience. Yeah, Dendy will take that one.
Yeah, and Mag is looking to get his mech, and he's pretty close to it. Once they get the mech, I mean, they're definitely trying to look plays, but I would like to see if Puppey is able to get that big AAL where the mechanism tries to go off, but it hits before the mech goes off, and then completely ruins the team fight.
It's going to be a difficult thing to land. I doubt Empire's going to group up nicely for him to do that anyway.
Yeah, but sometimes, like, if you hit the timing where they're like, oh, group up, guys, let's mech and mana boots, and then that sort of thing happens. Those are game changer plays. I mean, they're not likely to happen, but they're bound to happen within once a game.
Well, for now, hang on. I realized what Denny could be building into. You remember X-Lion?
I do not. So tell me about it, Toby.
He's before he started playing support, but this is like Warcraft 3 Dota days, but it was mid-solo, X-Lion, and he would end up going for this just standard traits to start with, and we'll go into a very
Radiant's
quick
top
blink.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, there we go. The figure of death. Yeah, MMY. That's a very useless fact. But it's yeah, that blink dagger initiation in with a finger of death, and you can get yourself into a perfect line for a 3 set of stuns. It's like we've been seeing Kuro doing a lot of it, playing that line support, because Navi's been playing it non-stop, this line, as a support kind of role. But in a carry kind of role, when you get a large amount of farm up on a lion, and you get a nice quick blink dagger too. In saying that, I know Kuro had like 17 minutes into the last game, so it's not really saying, oh, because it's mid-solo, you get a quick blink dagger. But then he's going to have a level 2 on that ulti, which is probably even bigger.
Oh, okay.
Nah, he's not close enough.
Yeah, I thought the finger was online, but I looked at it quick. I was at 8 seconds on it. That is a pretty deadly combo.
They're
though.
definitely being a nuisance though, with the AA ulti and then the rocket flag in a little bit later.
Oh, top lane, Funnick.
Resolution's gonna jump for him, and he's still got a hook shot available, but he'll never have a chance to get it off for Willie. Point blank range hook. But Live's still raged up, continues to attack, and brings down the clockwork.
Yeah, it's a rough game for Funnick right now. That is his 3rd death, and you rarely see Funnick dies this much. But it's really not his fault. It's just Empire's line was so good at picking people off.
And that's what Storm and Disruptor are meant to be doing anyway. I remember we had a very frustrating game earlier today, watching a Disruptor who hit level 3 and just refused to gank. He just refused to come into the lane to gank up.
Yeah, and right now there's a lot riding on Havasa's shoulders right now, especially how well Empire is doing. So, and he's going BKB first. I understand because there's a disruptor on the other team, and he needs to be really starting to have his hard carry mode start kicking in, because he's the only possible late game sort of deal that Navi has, and it's all up to him.
For guys watching too, for some reason we are getting frame rate drops. I'm not quite sure why. I will look into it.
Yeah,
It's
but right now,
sorry.
yeah, it is. You like us sometimes, but it's okay, Toby. We accept for you situation. But Dendi, blink dagger online. AAL flies top, then misses mid, so that was a possible kill. Like AAL into finger death is instant kill on any of these supports right now. But it's starting to turn in slightly past that. Both teams are scared of the kill potential in the other team, but Empire is smoked up. Resolution and Always Wanna Fly are at middle lane right now. They're looking for a kill, and they're gonna get a haste rune as well. But let's see if Navi scouts out this.
Oh, good Disruptor ulti, and then the follow-up from Resolution and Silent. Right on the mark. And they're going to have more support coming in as well. Mag's in the neighborhood. They want to go for more. They've got one upside right now. They've already got Denny down. Resolution, hook shot in. That's going to ensure the kill. To at least get some kind of revenge, but Mag's still on the front lines. Funnick's Cogs not making it easy for them to fight, but both Vansker and Always Want to Fly. They're going to try and man mode this one up, and with also the Iron Shell over on Silent, he really wants to fight. A force in the back lines, looking to pick up Vansker. Running himself back underneath the tier 1 tower. And the Glimpse also keeping a force in the middle of this fight. He doesn't have time limits available anymore. He's short of the mana for it. But doesn't really care. He runs up towards the high ground. Now he's got it with the 1 charges.
Yeah, Havas is lacking damage. I mean, like, you expect the Reaver 15 minutes in to be able to at least pick up a support in this scenario, especially with the buff and ancient apparition. But oh
Finger
man.
as well from Lion.
Yeah, but that was quite a bit of commitment just for Dazzle kill. I mean, that Finger of Death is on a 2-minute cooldown now. So they won't be able to gain the hard carries of Empire right now, and they're probably pretty happily. Orchid is pretty close by resolution, and he's gonna be able to pick up around the 20-minute mark. And Mag right now, he's a man of the hour. He's gonna be able to have those high levels and high impact walls in this game, and I would like to see him get a Shiva's Guard perhaps in this game, or maybe even a BKB wouldn't be a bad choice.
Can go with either of those.
But right now,
it looks like our lag is solved, by the way. There was some uploads coming out from the D2CL on the same line, so we just had to shut them down, and now we have no problems whatsoever.
Yeah, but right now Resolution's running into Dendi right now.
And that's an easy kill. That's a bit. Wait, what? Okay, now Rage out from Silent, which means Dendi's wasted his stun. The Hex is gone too, and Dendi will end up dying. Once again, he goes down too. This is not really his plan. Avorst, well, he sees Mag very, very deep in him. With a DD rune as well as a couple of buffs, Avorst should be able to pick off Mag, even with those high levels up in Surge. It's only 2 levels. It may not be enough. In the tree line, TP out. Familiars won't be able to get the stun off too. Very clever play from Mag, and Vanskor also bails out. While the rest of Empire take out the tier 1 tower in the mid, where they'll be stalled up too by the fortification. Hook shot by Clockwork, not coming in.
Yeah, it won't reach, but very good plays from Empire right there. Just to pick on Denny and be able to survive against a DD Reaver. Those are some pretty big plays. And right now, Havas is very close to his BKB middle AALT. Anything gonna follow up? No.
No, there's nothing, man. They can't reach him just yet. With Finger of Death still on cooldown, I suppose at least Denny's got one upside. There's a hook shot, jumping in pretty deep, just pushing always want to fly back, and then trying to glimpse Funnick a little bit further back too. But smoked up Lion has arrived in middle lane. And they're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Stun, hexes, control resolution, and give Avorst the time to pick him off.
Yeah, I mean, Dendi should be going any time now, but he's scared of the quick button from Always Wanna Fly getting the silent off, and then it would be disastrous because the Shallow Grave would come on resolution, and they won't be able to kill him. But they're waiting for this Ancient Apparition ulti, which is gonna miss. So this is gonna be a missed opportunity for Navi right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, the smoke runs on Dendi, and Mag during all this, he's forcing Navi to rotate bottom lane. He's skipping the creep wave, and Clockwork, he's scouted out, and Mag's gonna just run away.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, there goes your tier 1 tower in the middle lane. Blink Dagger now also freshly completed over on Mag.
Radiant's bottom tower
So he'll be ready to find face. Going to TP in,
Oh,
and a
glimpse.
glimpse of Vorst back, but the ulti from Disruptor was well off target. They threw it in the Sentry Wall so they can see him again. But Mag will reveal his Blink Dagger out now. And Vorst gets given basically a bit of a gift from Always Wanna Fly.
I mean, that glimpse was here, and then the kinetic field was like here. I mean, I'm not sure what this is going on. Probably that was probably a misclick. But right now, Navi's gonna capitalize on this mistake.
Always Wanna Fly, BKB from Vorst. He wants to keep fighting this one out. There's Dendi with the blink to a level 2 Finger of Death. Always Wanna Fly is still running out here. AA will in fact die up on that top lane to Silent, who's also taken out the tower. And Dendi with a turnaround, he could possibly go on Mag, but they don't see him up there. Glimpse, it's pulling Avorst a long way back, but they have no detection.
Yeah, these glimpses into follow-ups are sort of wacky thus far, but Silent was able to solo kill Puppey at top lane and get the free tower. I mean, he's getting really farmed. He's going unchecked as well. There's not much Navi is doing to stop this because they're just focusing so much on stopping the Storm Spirit from snowballing. But perhaps that's a mistake because the real carry is the Life Stealer, and they're completely ignoring the fact that it is a Life Stealer.
Sorry, I'm still checking over right now as it seems people are still getting a lot of spikes on this live stream, which is obviously not a great thing. Don't know why it just started up though. Everything else is being kind of sorted out. I hate it when these kind of things happen. Frustrates me. Volvo not able to fix.
Volvo, it's always their fault. But right
It's
now,
not their fault, man. They're there to fix it.
it's always
Resolution. They might have been fixed at any moment. He blinks away just in time. Silent jumps out just a little bit too early. Now they're going to find Funnick. The wall will come up, but Funnick also uses his own one. Hook shots back out again, goes into always want to fly. The AOD coming in the perfect time to backing back in. Both the clockwork as well as the Visage, and Dendi caught out a little bit too close and still never got that level 2 finger of death off again. Giving now Silent a double kill. Call him a carry before he's now up to 7-1 with the armor and 3.1k gold. This live stealer is happier than Larry.
yeah, and just like that was a 3-for-1 engagement, and I mean, I don't know if Havas can really put this whole team on his back right now, because he only has a BKB. He doesn't have a Desolator. He doesn't have any farming utilities yet. And this Lifestealer has a Basher, Armlet, Drops, and a hit on Midas. So he's already 3-slotted pretty much. And when he gets a Super Basher, he's going to be running over Navi. I mean, there's not much damage that can go through the Rage right now, and everyone's going to melt before the Rage even wears off. So Navi definitely needs to really try to take a few fights, get a couple rampages on Havas for this game to continue.
That's a lot to ask, man. Especially now when you see Vanscore come down to go up against Divorce. Divorce pops the BKB. Luckily for him, there's no bash, but you're still seeing that huge amount of DPS. Coming out from the live steal with a Hex, a stun. This time, Denny will not waste it with a Finger of Death. They give the Divorce that 835 gold, which is it's just as good as a Rampage.
Yeah, just he needs like a couple more of those, and they're back in the game, because I presume Havas realizes how badly he needs DPS versus Lifestealer, and Desolator is a good choice. Lifestealer only has 12 armor, 11 armor, excuse me, and the 7 armor removal will be pretty significant. But however, there is a Dazzle Reeve that will give him the bonus armor. But Funnick right now, ooh, he's got glimpsed, but he does have a 4 staff.
He's locked the wall. He's got an ultimate. And wait, hang on, whoa. There's a Vac to pull him out of the Disruptor ultimate.
Slight misplays, but that's something Empire can afford right now, because they're so far ahead.
That's still one of those moments, like, it's misplays because you're ahead, but you don't give space to Navi. Like, you just don't do this. Especially when you're still gonna hear it like a lion. You can initiate
top lane,
pop them straight out, and Vorce and Resolution battling it out. Still a lot of damage there for Vorce, but again, he's using another BKB charge. He's had a 7 seconds on that BKB, and we're only 23 minutes in, man.
Yeah, and that was very quick reaction from Havas on the BKB button. Otherwise, he would have melted.
Oh my! Sorry, it's a comedy of errors. ALT is just a second too early, and then Funnick hook shots into a Familiar, looking for a latch up in a Resolution. There's some definitely communication errors coming out from both Navi as well as Empire in this game tonight.
Yeah, but it's not neither team's best game. But right now, we see Lifestealer TPing, mass TPs, but it is spotted out by this ward. Perhaps Navi should just back out and not take this fight, because...
Already happening.
Yeah, they're not going to win it.
And Divorce doesn't need to take this fight just yet. Like, he's still farming up and walking around with a 3.4k gold. If he waits any longer, he'll never hit the Radiance.
And we see a gem, actually, on Stormspirit as well, so... This Reaver has to be careful. Every time the Stormspirit jumps on him, there's no Saguchi running out. You're gonna always have to be BKB into time lapse, otherwise you're gonna die. Like you said, this BKB is quickly wearing down, and in this future team fights, it's not gonna be too useful if it's this low. Like, they're gonna wait out the 4 seconds and then kinetic field, static storm, and just kill you right away. But right now, we see a push, and Empire's pretty determined. And Navi realizes this Stormspirit is infested, but there's not much they can do. Jump.
There's the jump down. Right on top of Funny. Corley's got some good DPS out, being backed into a two-man wall. Puppy just gets melted through with Silent. He's just man-moding this. The Destructor only will come down. Avors has to trigger up the BKB, but Kuro can't do anything inside this Silence. Avors gets up to high ground, but he hasn't even killed anybody yet. Shallow Grave will keep always on a fly alive. They're still going to get rid of these bugs, but they earn him up, they stick him up as well. That last Gemini attack will get that last hit in, but Avors gets bashed up by Silent. So now he loses his life. It's a good stun onto Mag, which means that he can also get an extra bit of a collateral kill. But there's still 4 heroes for the price of 2, and they lost the towers on top.
Yeah, freaking Empire is looking really strong and good right now in this game. And looks like they're going to be able to run away with another game if Navi doesn't start changing up something. Like Havas, I'm not sure what this is going to be. Is this all-in Rapier that he's going? Because
if he does, like, it's more man mode than anything else I've seen on a Weaver before. But would a Rapier really be enough for him? His survival during the fights right now is even lower. He's got 6 seconds duration on the BKB. It's and when that Abyssal Blade arrives, which is only 400 gold away for a Lifestealer as well, then he's going to lose the Rapier almost instantly. The second Silent gets in next to him, Rapier gone. Which means the second Empire see it, they just infest the Storm Spirit up, jump in right on top of Lifesteal, on top of the Weaver, and Abyssal Blade him.
yeah, but I almost feel like Navi doesn't even have a second option, like, because they're so far behind in comparison of the Lifesteal and Reaver farm, and the item progression overall on Empire's team is just superior. And it is pretty evident that the Storm Spirit Lifestealer build combination is just too disruptive for Navi to handle right now. And with Aegis going their way as well, I don't think Navi is going to be able to contest. This is going to be on Storm Spirit, I'm pretty sure. And that's even going to be...
Funnick.
Funnick might want to have a cry.
He can't go into that.
Yeah, it is complete suicide. And Resolution with an Aegis of Immortal.
So we get a Suicidal Storm Spirit, who's also on his way to a BKB. We have Silent, who's finished the full Abyssal Blade now, which just basically is a team up with the Storm Spirit anyway. And the line's been drawn by Empire to push out bottom lane. Resolution comes down here. They'll go for the last, well, not the last remaining out of Tier 2 town. There's still one here in the middle lane. There's indecision from Empire. Do they go bottom? Do they go top? The AE ulti's flying down. At least they'll be able to hit there on Silent. And Dendy jumps out too. He's still got Finger of Death, but Disruptor ulti and the wall. It cuts off the rest of Navi. They've all Grave a little bit prematurely there. But at the same time, Navi just put their hook shot onto cooldown too, so...
Yeah, that was just a precaution sort of thing, and oh my gosh, they invest in a mag, and they smoke up, and are they going to throw the Storm Spirit middle and just rotate middle? That'd be a pretty big play. I don't think Navi would expect that Empire would fight without their Storm Spirit, but it looks like they're just going to play cautiously and just push bottom this smoke. But it is pretty obvious when a Storm Spirit is hitting your tower. He's obviously not alone.
But at the same time, like I say, using Soul Spirit as bait, and Navi know that. So Puppy pushes out the top lane. TP's coming in from the Darkseer.
Puppy.
And this is a Blink Dagger and already pre-surged up. Darkseer TPing in. So they're going to run in very quickly, catch up to Puppy, and Silent jumps out of him.
Okay, so we're seeing rotation. We might see Lifestealer going down. He does not have Aegis or Rage right now, and he's showing his face.
And Dendy's going to be right on top of him. Hex to start with, follow-up stun, Finger of Death, and they get through him. Not able to, well, there's no Infest available anyway, and Storm Spirit jumping in, trying to control Dendy. Mag will put down a really nice wall for the moment, going to cause a lot of chaos in this Navi lineup, while Resolution gets Shallow Grave for the moment. Disruptor does get picked off by Dendy to back into play. Nicely waited out in the Solar Sunshine by Kuro. Able to get that extra pick off and a Vorst. Well, you wanted a rampage on him then, you may get it. Back in, Solar Assumption damage. It's actually going to be Lion. They'll finish the job over on that Storm Spirit as he drops his gem. A Vorst is searching for Mag. There's a quick surge away. One attack will at least stop him from blinking.
Is under attack.
But a Vorst will take a triple kill up here on the top lane. That arrives his Monkey King bar. And they will focus Tier 1 tower down. While Poppy will hold the Tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. A fight goes the way of Navi, and as I said, you don't give anything to Navi or else they'll pull themselves straight back into this game.
Yeah, beautiful plays coming out from Navi. I mean, none of their members went down, and that was a clean 5-0 fight, actually, because Darkseer didn't go down, but Storm went down twice of Aegis. And But right now, they need another one of those to really secure themselves this game, or just sort of get back in it. Not even to secure, because that's just how far they're behind. There's only Monkey King bar on Havas right now, so he does have a little bit of DPS, but that's not enough to go through Dazzle before you can put the Shallow Grave off. And there's Reeve as well that you have to consider. So there's massive armor on Empire's heroes. On top of that, there's a mechanism as well, which Navi does not have.
It's true, Navi's only got an urn to keep them on the front lines. And that's not really something which you get a burst heal during a team fight.
Dazzle?
Yeah, Havas said hello to him for a moment. But there was no follow-up from that one.
Oh man, Resolution. Is he gonna be able to see Havas?
I think he should be looking for Dendi more than anybody else. This guy's smoked up with a level 3 Finger of Death. 40-second cooldown for 850 damage with the ALD also coming to the top lane. He's not over there. So all the best need is a blink to a stun to a Finger of Death and Resolution's out of it.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's almost like Denny has to put the sheep off first, because with the amount of time the Impale has in the cast time, if Resolution's reaction is fast enough, he can actually escape or orchid Dendy before the Impale goes off. So Dendy has to be very spot on with his hex. Like, he needs to be spam clicking it as soon as he blinks. But right now, we might see another Infest Bomb and just sort of a, yeah, Resolution's running into silence. You can't infest up the hill. Sorry, Toby.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was about to look at. Now,
oh man,
he walks straight to Navi, 5-man fight.
Oh.
It's a good ulti out from Always Wanna Fly. At least separate now, but the better ulti out from AA. Fly will trigger out from this one, but Puppy gets killed off by that Darkseer wall. White Dendi gets bashed up. Abyssal Blade still not used yet. Now it's going to be used over on Avors. Got to attack faster. Avors gets bashed up a secondary time. With the heals flying out, there's 4 euros lost for Navi. Avors the only one there, and now he gets bashed again. Vansko will take a double kill. 3 for the price of 5. Navi were really not ready to fight that early.
Oh, yeah, Navi's regretting running into them trying to fight in that scenario. And then he had the opportunity of killing Mag first, but he probably realized how tanky Mag was, and he couldn't have killed him. And they went for the Disruptor, but then Mag got a beautiful wall off after being hexed up. So, just a beautiful engagement for Empire right there. The very quick reaction from Resolution. He was able to zap out before then he even hexed them. And he had no BKB or Lincoln, so it would have been just an easy kill.
Ooh.
And the fight probably would have been differently. But right now, Navi's on the back foot once again. And once Roshan spawns, that's going to probably be a game decider whether who takes it. If Empire takes it, they're in a very decisive lead, and they probably end up winning the game. But Navi, we know how good they are fighting Roche Pit fights, so they're probably going to realize how dire situation they are in and going to be taking this next Roche fight.
It's their only choice, man. If you want to hold back and give an Aegis, no. You may as well just throw away your next fight straight away. Weaver's on the way out right now with 2k gold on him. He's only got 1480 as far as the life points go. Not a lot to play around with. With an ALD hitting bottom lane, just a little bit off Always Wanna Fly. Avors Central is going to be there and instantly glimpse back out again. He pops the BKB so he can stick around. He needs one more attack on Always Wanna Fly. The wall will go down as well as the ult. And Avors, because the BKB wears off into the Abyssal Blade from Silent. It ends up being Avors dying for a disruptor on the bottom lane.
Yeah, I mean, Havas, I understand why he's going for these plays. He realized how desperate he needs farm and levels, so he's going for these crazy dives. But just like calculation error and cost him his life.
I don't think he was really expecting to see the lifestealer there either. Like, the disruptor throwing down the ulti was one of the first problems, because he could have outrun the lifestealer. Well, there goes Finger on Storm Spirit.
Oh, that's a gem.
Yeah, that's a second gem as well, isn't it?
No, that's the first gem I saw transfer, I think.
So
actually, yeah, it is the second gem, because top fight they lost a gem as well.
Yeah,
I think, right.
It's quite possible it traded hands multiple ways, because that gem belongs to Vansko.
Yeah, so they just traded back the gem.
Yeah, there's no other gem on the field right now, so that'll be the assumption.
And rightly so. But Lifestealer right now is going for an Assault Cuirass, so once he finishes that, like, he's gonna even rip through these supports even harder.
Man, Always Wanna Fly is gonna be so careful. Dandy with this really insanely short cooldown. Like, it's a 40-second cooldown on the Finger of Death. He's looking at Vanskor in the mid with a DD rune as well. This should be a kill. Dandy, respond. Stun to start with. May as well finger it. May as well finger it. There we go. Ends the killing spree. Mag jumps out, but a very quick blink away from Dandy. Mag will search. He's got support inside of him. That's the live stealer. And Dandy doesn't have another blink. Well, actually, he's got blink of bubble in 3 seconds time, but orchid it up. And he'll die, or will he? BKB trigger. That ends up being a complete waste of time. This Resolution had more than enough damage at the
Clockwork is being scouted out by that ward, but Funnick did see the ward, so he'll run out very quickly.
Defensive hook after he's already used the 4-star.
Yeah. And perhaps he expects the mag to be infested because he haven't seen lifesteal on this map thus far. So that was definitely the right cautious play.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But Resolution's pushing down the middle lane with minimal health. I mean, is this the right call? Perhaps it is. Lion it is down.
Without the Lion on the field,
Dire's
Resolution's got a lot
top
more
tower is
confidence.
under attack.
And he wants Navi to come out because he knows that this lifesteal is still infested inside of Mag. He should, by the way, TP to the bottom lane and stop Divorced. He's also now
Dire's
building into a
bottom
Lincoln
tower is
Sphere.
under attack.
Yeah. I mean, Voss, yeah, he definitely needs some Lincoln Sphere to survive the Super Basher. The Super Basher into just auto attacks and possible another bash is too deadly. Like, if he gets bashed 2 times in a row, he's just gonna die. He's not gonna be able to survive at all. And his teammates doesn't have Force Staffs to really help him out in that scenario either.
And Mag, he's gonna be so. He's had Lifestealer inside of him for so long. He just wants to initiate crazily up somewhere. Blinks up, sees a couple of the familiars. A Vortex defensively is planted down as well by Puppy, but he's just looping around for now. It's like a chicken with its head chopped off.
Yeah, and Navi seeing how aggressive this Darkseer is playing, they definitely know what's going on. They have to. And Roshan timer. Do you see it, Toby? It's glitchy on my screen.
No, I see it. It's basically almost the maximum timer. It's forcing, like, at the 3 minutes, you have to wait 2 minutes 50.
That's sort of unfortunate for Navi, but right now, Voss!
There's the initiation on the Voss, but doesn't have to use his BKB and Clockwork. Hook shots into 2. Familiars are also here. Disruptor only will make a little bit of trouble here, but with the Familiar drop down, the only person unaffected is going to be Silent. It's become a 1-for-1 trade. Voss ended up dying at the end of the day. Dendy, he's triggered off his own BKB. He wants the Finger of Death down San. San is low enough for it, and now he gets stopped. No, he's not actually. They don't get the kill. Funnick pops down the cogs to make sure Resolution cannot jump and follow him in here, but he's really in a bad position. The infest damage doesn't help him out. The AOD also flies.
He's gonna shatter. He's gonna shatter.
It's true, he's dropping down too fast. And the Shallow Grave wears off too, so there's your kill.
Yeah, and that was a 3-3 engagement with Navi. Sort of, I think they're ahead in that scenario because trading kills like this definitely benefit them because they're on the back feet. And just like that, Funnick is pretty close to his own BKB. And Puppy, Aghanim Scepter is in foreseeable sight. Kuroki already has it. So the supports are picking up some big items. And perhaps they don't have to rely solely on Havas to do the output of these, output damage for Navi right now, because the supports are getting quite a bit of farm. They're racking up a lot of kills.
Yeah, you're right. And of course, if you're able to hit off those big oldies from Puppy and the Familiars, I still think they made a lot of space for Navi during that last fight. Actually ended up only being a 3-2 trade. So it was, in fact, an advantage of Navi. It doesn't look like for the golden experience, though.
Yeah. That was a 3-2, my bad.
Yeah, that's fine. You correct me, I correct you, we're all good.
Yeah, that's what it's about, co-casters.
Vanskor's building into a Vladimir's offering for his team now.
Yeah, makes sense. Lifestealer currently doesn't have any lifesteal, and he can easily sell a Hand of Midas for some sort of harder harass to help him increase his tank ability. But right now, Navi, Smoke, they see you always want to fly.
Yeah, Clockwork, nice hook shot in, always want to fly. That wall was meant to hold him out. They'll beat the glimpse back out to safety, but that kind of still works for him. Visage comes up with the Familiars, they pick off the Disruptor. Roshan is still alive, and Disruptor's down for 40 seconds. So Voss will come in and have a look at it and really consider doing this. If he can get the last hit here too, that's also going to be his Lincoln Sphere completed.
fighting Roshan against Darkseer Storm? Is this the right call? I
No. When the weave goes, Darkseer wall, and the cogs, they're actually not too shabby right there from Funnick, but Denny is dying inside the pit. They've also lost out on Koro, or will they lose another one? Funnick, he's being controlled by Resolution.
Do you see Silent?
Force is looking just to kill off Mag right now, but
Silent!
Resolution, run away. What is he doing? Oh, he's got
top
the hill.
tower is under attack.
This might be the game decider right now, because Silent is stuck there. He's gonna get killed. Oh
He's
no,
forced off away by Venskol.
Radiant's
Oh
top
man,
tower
lost
is
with
under
DD's
attack.
going back. Super Basher is offline, but Roshan is looking to be going on Empire's way right now.
Yeah, but Empire, they're not going to make the same mistake as Navi. They don't want to go in for Roshan when everybody is basically like
Glimpse?
not up, but it's still going to be enough.
If that glimpse was gone
Radiant's
off,
top tower
Havas
is
would have
under
died, and that
attack.
probably would have been the game for Navi, but luckily he runs out. But Roshan is still going towards Empire.
Yeah, they can solo him up very, very quickly. There's only second Roshan for now. And with Empire's damage, especially what's coming out of here from Silent, it doesn't take him too long. So there goes Roshan.
Roshan
Aegis
has
model will go
fallen
to
the
Resolution because Silent's still basically maxed out. And you're right, man. He's going to sell his Hand of Mines to pick up a heart. He's got 2,600 gold in the bank and just picked up the heart recipe.
Yeah, and when he sells his Hanamitis recipe, he's gonna be able to afford it.
Actually, he just sold
But-
it. He just sold it.
He just sold it. Okay, so he knows he's lacking a little bit
Yeah,
money, so
okay.
he's gonna farm up the stack first.
He bought it again.
Yeah.
A little bit of indecision. He might have asked his teammates if he should be looking for something else.
Yeah, perhaps, but Courier is not sending us heart recipe, so he's saving a buyback. He's doing a safe play, and he wants to use his Hanamitis as well. Still on off cooldown.
Now, you can't,
Yeah,
buy, you
Midas
can't buy the full heart just yet because he still needs to pick up the Vitality booster as well.
Well, he can sell his Hanamitis, which is 1,000 gold.
Oh, good point. Good point.
But yeah, he doesn't want to do that because he wouldn't have buyback then, and right now he still does.
Well, here he comes. And already used the Midas, sells the Midas, picks up the Reaver. And that is
Okay.
going to be your heart right there. So he's not waiting it out at all.
He's going all in then, or it's either he's going all in with this push, or he's just going back to farming. It's one of the two scenarios right now. It's Empire with the Lysular does not have buyback, and perhaps if they do look to fight, this is Navi's chance.
They're fighting. It's Infest on Resolution. Mag's gonna throw Shiva's Garden up on him as well. And they use the Weave before they even cross the river. There's a haste route for Resolution. So give this boy some speed. And very luckily for Navi, oh no, the Familiars. They're a little bit too far west. So they may not have spotted Resolution out, but now they definitely will as he sits inside the lane. But Avor's gonna
Dire's
backdoor
bottom tower is under attack.
down the bottom lane. He can TP back out pretty quickly too, but in comes the Storm Spirit. Jumps on Denny, BKB will go, but that DPS from Silas is ridiculous. He goes through one, goes through two. Darkseer will take the third in this one, and now Disruptor ulti of Vorst, just able to time-lapse out of that damage. But not a great place for Puppy and Funnick, locked inside the cogs. Funnick gets pushed back out of it, but he's waiting it out with the Ghost Scepter. Able to get at least a revenge kill there, but that's going to be all she wrote. Empire, oh, they won't shatter from this. They're able to survive.
You see where Havas is? You see where Havas is?
I see where Vorst is. He's mopping up the ends.
Radiant's
Familiar
middle
stuns,
tower
they don't
is
have
under
them.
attack.
You're seeing him move back, but there is going to be a storm jump here. Hex, so quickly there from Dandy. And they got him. The gems on the deck, and they're moving for more. Danny follows up to Mag. The back will pull him in,
Radiant's middle
buying
tower
him the
has
space.
fallen.
Avorst will stay with it. The Familiars can't catch up to him just yet, but Surge is wearing off. Blink into the tree line. And it's basically a blind stun from Dandy.
And this is the defense I was talking about. If this in this all-in scenario, Empire lost out a lot on that fight, but there's not much hope Navi can capitalize off of that. But perhaps maybe a tier 2 tower on the top lane. That's the only thing they're gonna get. But Navi basically used 2 buybacks, and then they died again on both Clockwork and Ancient. No, only Clockwork bought out. I'm surprised actually. I thought the Ancient Apparition went down there as well. No, it was the Visage Lion clock that went down. Okay, so Puppey didn't die. So there's only one buyback. So actually a really good engagement for Navi
You
right
got
there.
it from Lion and
Dire's top
Clockwork.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, okay, Lion Clockwork. I thought there was two. But
Yeah.
right now, there's a free tower for Loss, and he's gonna have roughly 4,000 gold. So
Dire's
he's well
top
on his way
tower
for his
has
second
fallen.
item. Or he can save for a buyback, which is probably the safer play. But at this point, it almost feels like if you don't buy an item, the second time when you second life that you have when you buy back, it's not going to be too useful because your team is dead.
Yep.
I mean, what's that going to do?
Not a hell of a lot, except as a Weaver. Like, if you're able just to die very early on, soak up a lot of the damage, and you buy back in time-lapse into the fight again. But, yeah, I'm with you as far as Adam goes for Weaver, but what do you get? Like, do you try and go into... In fact, he's going to go for Butterfly.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
I was thinking Desolator might be an option too, just considering, you know, if you wanted to try and do some split push and TB back and fast, maybe then you could look for a trade-off.
Yeah, but Butterfly is really good because Lifesteal already max, and he has to sell his drums again MKB, but he doesn't have that much money yet. Like a Lifesteal with that many items, it's very scary. And right now, Silent can still have item progression. He's not maxed out completely. He can sell his armlet and drums and get higher tier item like Daedalus and Monkey King Bar. So this game is still going on, and it's gonna be fine for Empire to keep farming if they so desire. But right now they're spotted out, and they do see the ward.
They're feeling the pressure up on top lane, but yeah, as you said, the ward time's out and just keels over. And they want to fight up on top lane, but notice what Navi is. Evor's on the front lines. Familiars are pretty evenly spread at the back here. They move just a little bit further forward as well to try and find him. Navi knows that Empire wants to come up here and try and contest him, but what they don't realize is where they're going to come through until the creep wave was possible timing for Empire to walk around the corner. So it's the Resolution as well as Mag up on this top lane. Vanscore's moving back past the top, and they also see Always on a Fly. Basically hiding on top of his own tier 3 tower. They just can't find a way in.
Empire's split up right now, and Navi definitely wants to pick a fight. But they don't know where exactly they are, and they see it. They want to pick a fight. They're running at them.
Well, they're going to move quickly. They're going to lose their ranks if they don't TB themselves back. There's fortification available. But first up, Hex as well. Lifesteal's now going to jump out, but he's already used his rage here. Aeon will fly up astray, but in comes the Cogs. Resolution pushed out of that. His regeneration's fine, though, so he'll survive.
Yeah, so that's sort of a loss situation where both teams didn't lose anything. They're just going to back up. Or is it?
We'll jump back in again. You know who they want. They want a Vorst. But they're still going to get through his Lincoln Spear, and he's got evasion to his name too. And you're not seeing anyone walking around with the Monkey King Bar over on Team Empire. Like, they have to get the Hex off on him in order to ensure that Silent's going to be able to dish out the damage required.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like Empire just really want to keep putting pressure on Navi and not let them farm. They want to keep trying to get a pick if possible, and that's all they need. And re-infest.
Like a spear
there it
triggered,
is.
which means they can go in. There's your Hex, but He's so quick away, being dragged back before starts on the other side. The Cogs, Denny though, being focused down. Quick finger of death over top of Max, who will be shallow grave for now, but he's going to be fine. Disruptor Oni will go down too. Force, no timelines available. He's already used it. He's still got buyback, so they're going to turn this into DPS. Soul Assumption buffed up by the Ghost, which better be saving. Always want to fly from the damage of a Force, but now they turn again. Secondary Lincoln Sphere trigger. Puppey, 4 hits for Silent to pick up his triple kill with the death of the Navi captain. A Force, there's your Abyssal Blade going on him. Buyback into the game. There is no other option. Silent has an ultra kill right now, and a Force, the only man alive. Brought back up, he's going to get weaved up, and they want to try and have a crack at this one again. They need some vision so they can glimpse him back in again. Not going to happen. They call the GG out. Navi, in their 3 games they faced up against Team Empire this evening, will find themselves losing on all 3 fronts. Team Empire, it's been a great night for them.
Oh man, 3-0 against Navi. Empire is looking really strong and on fire. I'm really surprised Navi didn't even take a single game off Empire. And I say take a game off. I mean, they should at least win a game. I mean, Navi is one of the highest ranked team in the world.